Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well this evening. I was going over the word and I came across some things that I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit. It's about the story of Job, which is a very well known story. You know, everybody knows the story of Job. Um, the enemy asked God to test Job's loyalty. He ended up taking away his riches, his livestock, his kids. Killed them off, and then the enemy says, hey, it's because you don't have your hand on Job. So he starts giving Job these boils and this illness, to try to test him even further. And it doesn't phase Job in the sense that he starts cursing God. Everybody knows the story as far as Job's loyalty, and how he went through all this turmoil, but never turned his back on God. However, what I want to talk about is the people that were surrounding Job. You know, um, his wife, she didn't support him whatsoever. She told him to curse God and just die off and just die already. You know, um, his friends, they also did not support him whatsoever. In fact, they criticized him. They blamed him for all the turmoil and the season that he was in and losing everything and the boils that came upon him. They didn't stop to pray for him. They didn't try to support him. They didn't try to speak love into his life. And that's really what I want to talk about today is who are the people that we are surrounding ourselves around that are influencing us, and how are they influencing us? Are they influencing us in the right way or the wrong way? In addition to Job, there's a story of David's son, King David. His son in Second Samuel, it talks about it where his son Amnon had a best friend, Jonadab. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. And he went to Jonadab for guidance, and rather than Jonadab giving him godly guidance, he gave him very poor guidance. And what ended up happening is he told Amnon to pretty much trick his sister into coming to see him under false pretenses that he was ill. And he pretty much took advantage of her and violated her. And in turn, his older brother ended up killing him. His older brother's name was Absalom, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Absalom. Yeah, he ended up killing him because of the fact that he violated his sister. So look at what the poor guidance that someone gave you and what came out of that. In Proverbs 18:21, we read about the power of the tongue. And many times when people speak about the power of the tongue, it's in the sense of, talking mean to people or cursing people, or just saying bad things to people, maybe during an argument or things like that. You can't take that stuff back. Once it comes out of your mouth, it comes out of your mouth. But in the same way, that power of the tongue, the same way it can speak life or death, it can also give life or death guidance per se. You can speak wonderful guidance and have the power to lift somebody up when they're in a tough space, and give someone amazingly godly advice. Or you can have people that surround you that are giving you extremely poor advice and just speaking death into your life and just not supporting you, not leading you to the cross, but rather pulling you away from it. So if you're a believer, this could be non-believing friends or family, or unfortunately, it can even be a believer who just came to the Lord that isn't necessarily using wisdom in his guidance, or using wisdom in the advice that he's giving you. There's an old saying that says that people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And maybe some of those friends that are in your life that are not speaking that true godly wisdom and are not using that agape love towards you, maybe their season is up. You know, they maybe everyone has expiration dates, so they say. You know, all your friends have expiration dates, and some of these folks, maybe the expiration date has long passed, but you still keep them around in your life, and they're not influencing you the right way. You know, um, so what was it saying? People in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. You know, so the people that God puts in your life for a lifetime, those are the folks that you want to turn to more, because those are the folks that are going to give you that right wisdom, that right guidance, that they're going to give you loving correction. You know, they're not going to criticize you, put you down, not support you. Like I said, they're going to lead you to the cross, not pull you away from it. You want to surround yourself around the people who are going to edify you, who are going to enrich your life, people who are depositing into your life more than they're withdrawing. You know, if you're the type of person that you're always giving, and you're not getting anything in return, that could really take a toll on you. You know, so if you have people around you that are constantly just taking from you, but no one's really edifying you or helping pick you up when you're down, or helping give you wisdom, or helping give you guidance when you need it, then those are the type of folks that you don't need around you. Because look at what Job had. Job had no one around him that was giving him the proper guidance, no one around him that was trying to make him feel better or pray for him or lift him up, you know, anoint him or something like that. On the contrary, they were just blaming him, you know, saying, well, God is doing this to you because of X, or God is doing this to you because of Z. And the entire book of Job is just a conversation of him going back and forth with his friends and his quote unquote friends, and their belief as to what's going on and why it's going on, you know. And towards the end, we find out that they're completely wrong, and none of the things that they were saying had any merit, you know. And then God ends up giving Job everything back that he lost, and then some. He gave him a double portion, you know. But again, keep people in your lives that are going to edify you and enrich you, that are going to deposit in you more than they're taking away. There's a few verses that I want to go over that speak a little bit more about this. In Proverbs 17:17, it says, "A brother loves at all times." You know, so keep people around you that are showing that true love of God. You know, regardless of what the situation is, arguments, if you're up, if you're low, wherever you're at in your life, they're going to show you that love when you need it. 1 Thessalonians 5:11 says, "Encourage and build one another." Again, that goes back and forth to iron sharpening iron, you know, helping each other out when you're down, speak life into each other, help each other be more edified and learn the word of God, and taking each other to the cross instead of pulling each other away. 1 Corinthians 15:32-34 says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." And I think that one speaks for itself. I'm going to say it again. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. All right. So the people that you have around you, if they're toxic, it's very possible that you can become toxic yourself. There's actually a funny, not funny, but very profound meme that I saw on Facebook the other day. It was a piece of rotten peach, and it was placed in a basket of fresh peach. And over time, that rotten peach starts to affect the fresh peach, and the fresh peaches also start to rot. So I think that kind of correlates with this verse right here. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. So depending on what you keep around you could very much affect you. Like that old worldly saying goes, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. That can very much apply, you know. So you want to keep the right people around you. Surround yourself with the light, not the darkness. And of course, as believers, we all want to allow our light to radiate upon everyone that we encounter, especially those that may be in a dark place. But we need to tread very carefully and tread very softly with that. You know, Jesus did it all the time. You know, he went into the areas where there was darkness. He hung out with the tax collectors, and he hung out with the criminals and all that. But he was a lot more disciplined. You know, he had no sin in him whatsoever. You know, so we need to be very careful how we do that. You know, and if we can, as Jesus did, 2 by 2s. You know, never step into that darkness yourself. You know, in my motorcycle ministry, we make it a habit to try to go to all events with at least two brothers, because iron sharpens iron. You keep each other accountable. You can protect each other, Um, so yeah, keep that in mind. Just always surround yourself around the right company. And the last verse I have here is out of Proverbs 13:20. Walk with the wise and become wise. A companion of fools suffers harm. So again, this is just who you're surrounding yourself with. All right. I don't know why this hit me the way it did. Maybe it's because it's the new year and everybody's making New Year's resolutions and things like that. And I don't necessarily think that I surround myself around the wrong people, but it's always something to keep in the back of your mind. Be very careful and very wary as to who you let into your life. There's a another saying, I forget what it is exactly, but something about a wolf in sheep's clothing, pertaining to the wolf in sheep's clothing in the church and how they affect the church and things like that. So I don't know why that just came to my mind. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you all are starting off the new year right. Hope you all enjoy the holidays. For those that celebrate Three Kings Day, it's coming up, so I hope you guys enjoy that with the family as well. Love you guys. God bless you. And if you want to take a look at the book of Job, see what kind of revelation you get from it. It's a very good story if you haven't read it. It's very profound. And yeah, that's all. Wish you guys the best, all right? God bless you and have a safe night.